Hey guys, this is Nico. I'm back for another video. Today I'll be reviewing Bubu Anabelas. First I'll give you a background of Bubu. Bubu's a band that started in Argentina towards the late 70s and it's led by this guy named Daniel Entradoli. He decided to form this project, so he was really into Igor Stravinsky's music as well as King Crimson, so he decided to mix them together, and here we get Bubu Anabelas, which is a pretty dang good album. And let's get straight into it here. The first, here are the songs right here. I'll go over with you real quick the titles, and then I'll go over how they sound. And here we go. The first track, El Cortejo de un Dia Amarillo. And then the movements, you have Danza de las Antides, and then you have Locomotora Blues. Then the second track you have is El Viaje de Anabelas, and the third track you have is Suenos de Maniqui. And here you have two credits here, Daniel Entradoli, and then you have Wim Forsman. And okay, the first track is probably the most experimental and most time signature changing out of the two. Because this track is just freaking awesome. You hear everything from a folk tune from the Snow Goose, and then you hear everything from the darkest improvisations. This song is full of flutes, saxophones, and trumpets, everything all over the place, which is in a nice improv, and the closest to vocals you get here are chants, which I think is pretty awesome. And so that's probably the most experimental out of the three tracks, but and what I'm talking about experimental is in relative to these tracks is this one track here. The rest of them, none of these songs are close to pop songs at all. They are just awesome stuff. So, and then the second track here is El Viaje de Anabelas. In this track, you have some vocals in there, but still you have the nice jamming, saxophones, flutes, everything. And then I'd highly suggest that track as well. And then Suenos de Maniqui starts out with this nice keyboard solo at the beginning, and then it goes straight into the jamming we know from the previous tracks, and then it all of a sudden switches to a nice structured song with some vocals. Then it goes back into this chaotic awesomeness. That's all I can put it. That is what I call a track. And then I'll just give you the times to this song. The longest song is 19 minutes 25 seconds. The shortest is 9 minutes and 18 seconds. Which this is truly a prog album. It has the characteristics to it. It has the long tracks. It has the artwork, obviously, which I'll get into a second. It has the themes. It has the instrumentation. So this is prog in its truest sense, I believe. But although the symphonic prog is still stuff as well, but that's straying away from the subject here. So, and then here, I'll show you the artwork here. And here you have just a stunning artwork here. You have this sky that's full of stripes, which this is really unique artwork that I've seen. Although all prog albums are unique from each other, but still, this is pretty unique here. And because they're from Argentina, there's only a handful of prog bands from Argentina. And then you have just they're obviously making a point here that the businesses are corrupted, the corporations here, and they put them there. That's just my interpretation of it. Just if you guys have another interpretation of this artwork when I'm done, please post it in the comments below, and trust me, I'll read them, and I'll respond to you all. But here we go. Let's get back to the topic here. And then you have a green sea, and it's pretty intricate artwork here. And here you have just some clouds. I don't want to. Please forgive me if I'm insulting your intelligence by this. I just like focusing on the artwork. It's really nice. And here you have a woman here, obviously the woman there. And then you have the big city in the background with the sun, which is really abstract and incredible. This is awesome. And please excuse me for a second while I put Okay, we're done. To open up the artwork here you have the CD, obviously, matches the... Here you have the pictures of the band. As you can tell, it's a pretty big band, and there are obviously some repeat pictures of some of the bands, but still, I don't think these are repeats at all. This is a pretty big band. They have at least 8 members in it, and you can tell by the sound on the album. It's grandiose. There. Here you go. Here you have Sergio Pelosi violin, and you have Cecilia Tinconi. See, there's at least 8 members in this band, which is pretty awesome. Pretty big band. It's almost like a jazz band, you know. And then you have the credits here, and then you, if you're not a Spanish speaker, you won't be able to know the story of these guys. It's full of Espanol. It's really good, though. I haven't read it yet, so it must be a pretty good story. It's basically the biography of Bubu. This is actually their only album as well, so, and it's really cool here. I'll just let you see the next page here. That's all of these. It's really cool. So, final conclusions on this album. I'd give this album a 10 out of 10. You guys want to know why? It is really a unique sound to the time. You may hear a little bit of it from Van der Graaf Generator and from King Crimson, but they took the King Crimson. They made it totally different. Songs from King Crimson that have flutes, like I Talk to the Wind, they totally twisted it, and they made it into something new. Then they mixed it with the orchestral Stravinsky music, and here is the output here. You have long improvisations, and you have some nice structured areas of the album as well. So this album, like I said, I give it a 10 out of 10 for the time. Actually, it was pretty creative. Although there were other prog rock albums before this, some people debate this was the end of prog 1978. No, this album proves otherwise. And Bubu was a really innovative band, and we can only imagine what album they would have released after this, how it would have sounded. Who knows? But Bubu, if you guys are watching this video, it would be nice if you guys could do one more album, just to see what it would sound like. So, like I said, really good album, and the next album I'll hopefully be getting is the Cosmic Joker's debut album. I'm getting it from the source, Forced Exposure, if you know them, and please leave comments below, and please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video, and peace out, and prog on!